done now.
Yeah, nobody's seeing it now. All right, all right. Well, hey y'all. I couldn't even do my intro in 5, 4, 3. We already live. Okay, y'all. What up? It's Raw but Real. You know the deal. We're missing G Baby today. G Baby been booked and busy all week. That's why my hair ain't done. And now today she done caught a flat tire. So she couldn't make it. So she sends her regards. I'm just, he got us in this different setup. So I feel like I just need to put my feet up or something. What you think? I just need to get real comfortable. Real comfortable with it.
I'm about to go on a double check.
And see how it sound. Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us? Yeah. I'm not used to that boom boom mic. All in my face. All doom in my face. Y'all don't be nasty. Don't say nothing nasty about the mic being in my face. All right, let's see. Yeah. We trying something new, y'all. This is what happens sometimes. Life happens. G Baby wanted to be here. But thank you. Thank you very much. Life happens. But we ain't gonna look. I had a long day. As some of y'all know, I have a guardianship of my cousin's twin girls, and they had a doctor's appointment today. And this is a long day. Like a long morning. Got their flu. Well, one got flu shot, one didn't, difference of opinions on flu shots and ear piercings and all of that stuff. So, what y'all think about stuff like that? Y'all don't get y'all kids flu shots, mama? I got one. Thank you. Where is my water? You don't have no liquor today, y'all. Your girl not drinking today. I am doing my 14-day watermelon cleanse. And I'm going to do, see, watermelon. One sachet. I've been selling them too. Individually. 5 for 25. Get at me. But, or you can go online and get a whole pack. It's cheaper online. I keep telling people, but y'all, y'all into supply and demand. But anyway. I was watching The Chi. That's why I'm late, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching The Chi. I couldn't stop watching it. It's on what is it? Paramount or some other station now. So it's not on Showtime directly. So it kind of threw me off with this new season. Because I had to subscribe to something else and pay for something else. I don't like paying for extra stuff. Hold on. All right, y'all. I think all right. Here we go. So we should be on. Y'all should be able to see it on Facebook now. You put the number on there. Or we ain't got the phone today. Oh. All right. Here we go. Hey Siri, put phone on Do Not Disturb.
Okay.
Oh,
Do not disturb is now on.
I probably made everybody's go off, huh? Hope y'all phone wasn't tripping when I did that. But anyway. Okay, the phone number is on there. So y'all see the title. I'm gonna talk about love languages today. Oh wait, yeah it is. There we go. Number is 248-508-3460. Make sure you're subscribing to the Raw But Real YouTube channel. That is one word, Raw But Real. See the shirt? Raw But Real. Just so happened I wore my shirt today. I promise y'all, it's been like I said. I was tired, I was sleepy, but I wanted to come on. I can't be missing my shows, doing my live streams because this is important to me. There'll be a lot going on through the week, and I just be feeling like we need to be kicking it, Let me tell y'all what happened the other day. And Rico, you can agree or disagree on this. So the other day, I'm sitting at home, and how my room is set up, the den is set up. Look at my legs. You so funny. I don't know how I feel about that setup. But this is just the kick it setup. So I'm sitting on a bed, and I see this guy he's standing on the porch. And I was like, did he just take a picture and go get in his car? So I'm like, what is going on? So I'm running to the door. Got my robe on. I run to the door. My mama is sitting there on the couch, like, looking at me like I'm crazy. She was like, why are you running to the door? I said, is this some, excuse my language. I was like, some nigga just came up to the house and took the picture. And I'm like, what the hell? She was like, Rhea, that was a damn Prime delivery. She's like, he just dropped off a package.
Taking a picture of the package before you leave.
Exactly. But I didn't see. So from the angle I was at, I did not see the package.
You have his vest on?
No. You just, and that's the top. That's what I want to talk about. Why these people don't be having on no vests. If you're going to drive a regular car, because he was in a little regular car. It wasn't a delivery car.
He should have had a vest on, but he probably was the, I forgot what they call it. The people who, they don't work exactly through Amazon.
Guess what?
They go up there. I
They're
forgot
going to need to do something. I'm going to have to write
They give them vests, but they probably just ain't put it on.
I was like, why is he? I see, we almost got shot, young man. That was a dangerous situation, in my opinion. So it got me to thinking, like, you don't have no Lyft or Uber drivers that don't have a thing in the window. Like, if you work for a company or you doing something, you need to make it known. Like, he really didn't have nothing on. Then all I see is you clicking the picture. I lost my mind. So
I forgot what they call it. It's something, Amazon something, but it's like people get the contract with it.
And it was on a Sunday. So I was like, who?
And they had to come late, too. They had to come at night time.
Yes. I said, no, that's not acceptable. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like it at all. I was like, who? And I think I was on the phone with my sisters. And they was like, what's going on? I got everybody upset. Because I was like, who is this coming up to the house? Coming up to the door. We was ready. I don't know. I have to calm down. You think? I need to calm my nerves down, y'all. But I was ready. I don't like stuff like that. So Amazon Prime, UPS, anybody out there listening, your people need to have on uniforms. And if they subcontracting, they need to be having on something too. Shoot. But then again, the delivery people getting robbed. What was it? The Amazon they stole the truck from them?
Yeah, that happened before. Amazon, though.
Jesus.
I know now most of them, they have cameras in there because they watch the people that's driving.
They
and
need
they watch anybody if they steal it or do anything. If you run the yellow light, it's something that'll flag and they'll be calling your phone.
But they should be able to run the lights. They got to get your packages on time.
No, they got it like where it's set up. It's these cameras that's in there. If the light get ready to turn yellow, they'll make it seem like you ran a red light because that's how much in the stop signs it flags and it goes to the company. And they will call your phone while you're driving and tell you need to tighten up because if you get so many of them, then you get some discipline or some points or something like that for it.
But I think our society now, people are just so lackadaisy with appearance and how they look for work, and they don't really take pride in their appearance no more. I'm noticing that we have a uniform policy where I work, but housekeepers, like, they have smocks and they, supposed to wear black shoes and black socks, and the amount of stuff I get all day, like, in appearance, I shouldn't even have to have conversations with grown people about appearance. Like, I just don't understand that.
What you think of how I'm dressed? I be dressed just like this.
That's fine.
Sometimes I have a jogging suit on or something.
No, if you be having on a jogging suit and you driving, I feel like you should have on a button up and
I be helping blind people and helping people with
they can't see you then.
Walkers and all that different type of stuff. So you need comfortable clothes when you're driving.
Those not comfortable?
Yeah, that's cool. But I'm saying sometimes I have on regular, like a jogging suit or a shirt since it's
Baby
hot
gray?
Huh?
Don't wear gray jogging pants.
They might like that, though.
That's why I said don't wear the gray. Don't do the gray jogging pants unless you try to get hit on at the job.
The old ladies already be asking me, do I like older women?
Oh my, they be taking their teeth out, smiling at you. Say, I cook something for you, sonny boy.
I ain't seen them with no teeth yet. Not that I know.
Not that you know of. They pop them dentures out. I'm trying to told you. But yeah, them delivery drivers. That's really what I like to just shoot from the hip. I will have random ideas that we'll discuss through the week or something, but just everyday topics just come up in life. That's what I like to go over.
Ain't nothing wrong with shooting from the hip. You know, the hips don't lie.
There you go. There you go. That's why I got my boots on today. I just be threw on top to die. I gotta get my hair done now.
Rocking, knocking the boots, or the boots made for walking, or it depends on.
Today. Ain't nothing. Nah. These boots is just chilling. The cowboy boots. They just comfortable. I just felt like being comfortable. But see, like, this is comfortable to me. A t-shirt, blazer, like, what was that? They make fun of me, G-Bay. They say, why you got on layers? They like you got on layers of clothing. But that's,
so you got on layers, but then say you hot. I made sure it was cool up in here.
Yes, I'm very comfortable. Thank you. I'm not, you see, I don't have no fan. I don't have nothing, which is surprising because I have on socks with cowboy boots. But it's not that hot outside.
You do got fans, though.
Like fans? Or like fans?
Fans.
I don't have fans.
People who admire you.
I don't think so. I don't think I have fans.
I know so.
I don't. You're a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Are you? Rico, don't you start done. I need my hair done, y'all. Look at my hair. And I know what you about to say. It looks fine. I washed it and let it go. But this look, I cannot continue the rest of the week. My lovely hairdresser, who I go to, been over 20 years, has been in a car accident. Shout out to my love. She probably gonna kill me if she's watching this. Y'all may not have known this, but pray for my girl. She's fine, but she's a little shook up and not able to do business right now. So then my backup, I hate to call her my backup, but my backup, she out of town. And then G baby was booked and busy. I said, what? Can't nobody do my hair?
She ain't had time for you. She ain't had time for us today.
She ain't had time for us today either. I know. Talking about she had a flat. Then she gonna send me a video when you don't want to go out with your friends. What you tell them? Talking about I took my bra off. I don't feel like leaving out the house. Some little video. Was you trying to subliminally tell me something, G baby? I think you might have been trying to tell me something. Think it was you was just tired after being booked and busy. You ain't feel like driving out here. It's okay. It's okay. You got your coin for the week. She like, I ain't coming out to spend no money. But nah, y'all. I have been, going through the motions of life. It's been a good week. But I was listening to, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I wanted to touch on it, and I think we was just kicking it and we just forgot. With J-Lo and Ben Affleck getting back together. So y'all, please stop letting these celebrities make y'all think y'all supposed to get back with y'all exes. Please stop. J-Lo and Ben Affleck, they got money. They got different situations going on in their life to where the dating pool is slim for them. Would you agree? With celebrity, it's slim because you don't know who really. You got a lot of egos.
And really, shit, it's like you find out if you a hustler in the streets, or you just got a good job, or just the little entertainment stuff here in Detroit in the city. You never know who got your back for real, or who's gonna be able to stick with you because you might be busy trying to build your brand or something like that too. So it's many different reasons why stuff don't last.
Look here.
But you do have to balance. You have to balance, and you got to learn how to basically make time. You know what I'm saying? And then it just depends on, like, everything ain't for everybody, and depends on what type
Exactly.
of goals you have. And I believe a couple need to have goals together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in order to really survive, you got to have some stuff that y'all working on together. So it's like, if I'm over here doing this, it's still something I'm doing that's basically to help build whatever we trying to accomplish, and vice versa.
And it's a maturity level that comes with that. Now, don't get me wrong. X is like, I look at, and I'm using J-Lo celebrities as an example, because I feel like, I look at J-Lo like she fearless. I always have. She don't care what nobody think. People call her a hoe because she went from this part, or she was with P. Diddy, she was here, she was there. But one thing about her, she was with commitment. She wanted to be married. She got married. She had her kids. That's what she wanted to do. If she didn't want to be with them, she got divorced. That's how she was feeling at that time. But to go back to Ben, that's what was, that it threw me off.
Yeah, but I don't really know too much about their relationship. Actually, I didn't even know that they were back together. None.
Yeah, they married now.
None of that. But
They're
it's like,
married now.
some reasons you never know why a person split or what it was for, and sometimes that shit.
I think they
be
both
some
grew.
goofy shit.
Yeah, I think they both grew. They both separated and they both married other people, had families with other people, and then they got back together. And now they're married. And the co-parent, you know, you read the blog, if you read up on, I happen to read up on J-Lo stuff for some odd reason. I like J-Lo, always have. Think she's a great actress. Not too much of a singer. Good entertainer, but I don't think she can sing. Sorry, J-Lo. Jenny from the block. But she's a great entertainer. I think a lot of people thought when she did Selena that was her. I'm like, no, that was Selena. Like, it was Selena's voice.
She did play the role good.
She played the role good, but it was not her voice. That was Selena. That was a good movie, too. Speaking of movies, Tubi pick of the week. Ding, 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 ding. And you still ain't finished watching Street Justice. Shout out to my boy Dennis Reed. I say my boy Dennis Reed because I know Dennis. I hate when people say, like, shout out somebody. I'll tell you if I really don't know a person. Some people, things I've been watching lately got me saying stuff like that. Because I'll be like, dang, why? If you don't know them, you don't know them. It's fine. But like Dennis, that's the homie. I don't know Kamal, but shout out to Kamal. I guess he's a director. I'm not on titles. I don't be knowing who do what. I just know it's Dennis production company. And I know Dennis writes. And Dennis has been doing plays for years.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Yes. And he's finally like doing something that's, I'm not gonna say it's his life, but his story is in the first episode of Street Justice. Well, just him saying shout out to Livingstone College, because I know that's where he went. So I think he got to intertwine some kind of way. Don't worry, we're gonna get him on the show. And he gonna tell us just how much is involved. Shout out to Dennis, you caught that. I've been trying to get him to come on for a minute. So maybe we'll pressure him a little bit. But you know, everybody's booked and busy. I ain't hating. Just saying. Everybody be booked and busy out here. But the production and everything going on with Detroit right now, I'm proud of our city. I'm proud of the people that's doing stuff. I don't know. I mean, they've been doing it for years, but I think Tubi, that outlet, is really making it known more. Now, people clown stuff on Tubi. People that's not in the business, start understand the business. They look at it like, I don't want to say, well, I guess what, low budget?
I'm gonna have to start setting up when we do the red carpets, when I be with the people in Detroit. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna end up having to start setting up more than one camera. And when we do our interviews right there, have you and G Baby or something right next.
Right.
To where we had interviewing.
We have to start doing red carpets. Don't threaten me.
Yeah, because that's one thing you do a lot of time. Like every week you have a Tubi movie that you speak on. Oh
yeah, I do. That's just see. And y'all ain't even paying me. And as Dennis would say, that's stupid. He'd be like, real, you need to be getting paid to be mentioning this stuff. But no, that's raw but real. This real talk. One thing about me too, I'm only gonna talk about the ones that I like. I don't believe in bashing my people. If I don't like it, you may be like, I may not say too much about it, but I ain't gonna be like, yeah, don't do this, don't go see this. I'm just gonna say it's not for me. But I don't like discouraging people from doing something, especially when it's our people. I do like, I got a whole list of them. I don't know. But that's what I said, street justice, that's the name of it?
Street legal?
Street legal. What I say it was, street legal or street justice? It's street legal?
Sure, it's street legal, I believe.
Man. It's 6 episodes. Fire.
I've seen
Straight fire.
two and part of one.
Straight fire.
Part
And all I would say is like, what is it? Doom, 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 doom. The
Like the Law and Order.
Law and Order. But it's set up for Detroit. So it's the story, just like Law and Order, like it's based on real stories. So yeah. They did their thing with this one. I'm very impressed with this one. And yeah. Was Velda in one of these? I watched so many Tubi movies. I can't remember. Shout out to Velda Hunter. All my people. I'm proud of all of y'all. I'm just so proud of all of y'all. Hey, I'm proud of my people. I've been going to plays for years. Y'all know I have a little acting bug. I have been in church plays.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
My church plays. I have a little acting bug out there. But acting is no joke. People think just because you can talk or if you are okay in front of a camera or just this setup alone, people think that acting is easy. And it is far from easy. It's far from easy. You have some people with natural ability, but don't know how to read a script.
Then you have to be able to learn to embody the character, but also learn not to be shy and afraid that other people are watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Also.
And to understand it's a character. A lot of people can't step out of their own who they are because they don't want to develop the character. They see people gonna see it, oh, they're gonna think this is me. No, you're playing a character. Like, that's what acting is. So, I mean, I think they're taking it too far with all this gay stuff. That's just my opinion.
But if you a good actor, people they be thinking because you embody that character.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta stop that because it's acting.
Like they in love. No, we just acting good.
Nah, they is probably screwing. There's some people.
Some of them, but not in every case though.
Not in every case, but majority. They got good chemistry. They probably are. But a lot of these, they do be having a lot of these sex scenes in these Detroit movies. I'm like, hold on.
Some of that shit,
hold on.
They screwing this behind the scenes because some of them you in bed with your whole bra and panties on. How y'all humping right. Everything still on? That's y'all dry humping on the benches like the kids.
Well, that comes with the editing and the directing as well. When we can still see when they spring the cover, you ain't supposed to see that they still got on panties on. It's supposed to be the illusion that they're having sex. And if you see the panties,
y'all get done doing it, then as soon as the cover's over y'all, as soon as you get a phone call, you get right up or go to the bathroom, all your clothes on. Yeah. That shit would be crazy. Yeah, at least make it look real.
So those are things you point out when you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a team to help, because everybody, 2 eyes can't catch everything. You're supposed to have a team. That's why we're going to be on the red carpet too with the cameras, doing interviews. Hello. Now don't expect, I might forget your name. Horrible with names, y'all. That's why I have to learn. And that's hard too. Being behind the scenes is sometimes even harder because you got to remember the names of people. You got to remember who you're seeing, know who you're interviewing.
That's why, man, I'm just behind the camera, so.
But no, that's not. Yeah, it's a lot of work, y'all.
Behind the camera directing.
It's a lot of work, and I ain't sleeping on none of it. Like,
even in the movies, like the one of the movies I'm working on right now, and then the one before that shit, I don't even remember the characters' names now. Somebody playing my son. I had to ask her, what's my son's name?
Oh, Lord. Yes, you got to remember these things.
Like, y'all need to put a list together that got everybody's names.
And that's what you have scribes, you have different people that's on the set. See, look, Your girl know a thing or two. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. To where it's a big thing. Like out acting and producing and directing, it's a lot. So what's going on in Hollywood with the SAG and screenwriters and all that stuff, they're striking. I haven't been following it much lately because of there's a lot of stuff going on. What was it? Just a dang on not hurricane, earthquake.
Shit.
Somewhere across in
I be
Morocco.
so busy, I barely
In
watch
Morocco.
news until I hear something.
Yeah, we got to start watching what's going on in this world because everything affects us. And I think a lot of people, we so focused on nonsense sometimes. Nonsense is fun. It's just something to do, something to talk about. But it's real problems going on in the world. Yeah, the Morocco, it was an earthquake in Morocco. And that's important to me because I want to go out the country. And that's scary. Death toll rises. Yeah, 2,800 people.
I'll be scarred.
Yeah, it's scary. Oh, I know what I had to talk. Oh, I already talked to y'all about that. When was the last time we was on?
It's been a couple weeks.
We've been on since I was sick, right? I had COVID, y'all, again.
Because the holiday was after that. It's been at least 2 weeks. We've been off at least 2 weeks.
That's too long. It's too long. We have to get a shout out to Dice. Dice, I guess, is back. You know, Dice been on and off of social media for so long. I don't ever know when he back on, when he off. But I'm sure he'll come back on and kick it with us with the male perspective one day. I told him that's how we started this. It was me and Dice. Then he just started including other people, and that's why I had to stop. Because Dice just thought he was running stuff. Yeah, Dice, I said it. So, but no, it ain't no
He always called you the boss?
yeah, because I'm the boss. Because I'm the boss. And that ain't just to be bossy. That's just, he know what it is. The insider. He know what it is. So, but we just try to do, like I said briefly, when I was driving in, my little 2-minute tidbits I do before the lives. I never want to lose track of why I started doing this. And I started doing this because I want male and females to communicate better and not just bash each other all the time. If that takes 1 or 2 people paying attention, that's great. I'm not doing this for millions of followers. I'm doing this for a reason. You got people that just want to see black men and women argue all day. I believe that it's some positive relationships out there. I want to eventually have couple people that's been married come in, talk about it. People with their businesses to share things with people. That's why I did this. And, you know, it takes a while to build a brand, to build a name. So I'm patient. I've been doing all my other stuff, doing the Fearless Focus, ordering some more hats. Because anybody in business, y'all know it take money to make money. And it has been a journey. Because nothing is free. Now you got people that's going to look out and bless you with different things, and that's great. You barter a lot in this business. And people give you opportunities to do things. So, you know, you got to be grateful for that. And just keep pushing. But I think it's important. I think that we need to talk about parenting more. Just like, okay, prime example. I was watching The Shot, and they prom. First off, I mean, I know it's acting and all this, but these kids is like doing grow. Like Kevin got a whole apartment. Like you 17 and he emancipated himself, got a whole apartment. Your mom is gay. Sorry, I'm not saying anything's wrong with gay parents. I'm just saying this is the storyline. Your mother is gay. Your sister was kidnapped. She was trafficked. Like it's just a lot of problems going on. So the song that they went to prom off of, or what's that? Doom, doom, doom. What the fuck is that? Doom, doom. That song.
That's like a
And I'm like, why is this the prom song?
Gang banging song.
Right. So I'm looking like, why is this the song for the high school kids going to prom? And all the girls in their dresses ghetto with it. I don't understand it.
That's probably their way of trying to show what's going on in Chicago.
Y'all need to
that
slow down.
was like one of the Chicago songs, but that's like a Chicago, basically one of the set tripping type of song.
Because I mean, I like the song. But for teenagers, I don't feel like it's appropriate. I just
what
don't.
They call it, like drill music or something like that. The drill music kind of started, I think, mainly like in Chicago probably. And then they got like some people coming from the Bronx or something with the drill music.
Really?
And all that type of stuff.
I don't look. I like the
I
beat.
think it started with like Chief Keef and all.
See, I don't be knowing these people.
And
who want to smoke with me? But that's the point is, are they talking about actual smoke? Or are they talking about smoke like beef?
Who won't beef?
Who won't beef?
Smoke with me.
I was just looking at it like, y'all know I'm a square. I don't be knowing what all these songs mean. I thought it's talking about smoking. Like, I look at both angles. Don't laugh at me.
Well, they could be talking about both to us because a lot of people, like the gang banging songs that they be talking about in the set tripping, they saying basically like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Gucci had told Jeezy on the verses, we smoking on Pookie Loke.
What is
that?
They
basically saying he killed them. When him and Jeezy was beefing, and the people came to rob him, he ended up killing the guy Pookie
and
Loke.
he put it in a song.
So now he's saying we smoking on Pookie Loke. Like I done killed you and smoked you. Now we smoking on the ashes.
Oh
so
no, Lord, I didn't know. I'm sorry for rapping
and that's
the
what
song.
A lot of drill music is like. They talking about they disrespecting the dead after they gang banging in the set. We killed somebody from your set. Now we making fun about it. Like we a piss on their grave. We this, that, and other.
Like in P Valley. Okay. See, I don't be knowing. I know it goes over my head. If it's a good beat, I don't pay attention to it. I didn't start paying attention to rap music or the lyrics till I got older. Like when you were in high school, like when we was in high school, what was our song? We was listening to Luke. We had party music. Yeah. And that was like even crazier with the stripping and the we got Too Short. Yo, hey ho. Can I ask you a question?
We also had the segments.
You like the foot like that? Like why was that a song?
I don't remember none of that being played at none of the school events though. They was playing the Luke.
Yeah, they was playing Luke,
but they kind of was playing the edited version of that shit.
But it's still Two Live Crew
and scratching and stuff. But
you know they used to play because we did dance music.
School event.
Yeah, at the school events we had the dance music, and that was it Drop dance music.
That's that mind.
Because we be out there dancing.
And they used to a lot of them dances and shit had chaperones and all that stuff there back in the days and shit.
They need to bring it back. Now I was a chaperone at my friends' they Sweet 16. Was it their Sweet 16? And they wished I wasn't there. Okay. Because I was like, now when they was 16, I was probably 24, 20, maybe late 20s when they was 16. So we go, this is my girl sisters. And I gotta get comfortable for this story. So we go to the Sweet 16 party. And I'm like, okay, we gon', they had at a hall. I was like, we ain't gonna sweat them too much. Let them have their little fun. But I see one girl, and this is my girl's daughter, because my church member's daughter. She gets a chair and start dancing on the chair, doing like a whole dang on almost striptease. Then I seen the little boy throw money at her. I said, oh, hell no, we not doing this. And they looking at me like, they was saying, but they wanted me to be the bad guy. See, my friend didn't want to do it because it was her sisters. So she like, Lord. I said, I don't care nothing about these kids liking me. None of that. None of it. And who was the other one? They had a whole party. It was another one I went to. I broke up some little girls grinding on. But it's always the girls. It's never the guys doing something. It's always the little girls being too freaky and not understanding. Like, you can start something that you don't really want to happen. And I'm not saying
it used to always be maybe one or two guys be dancing a lot and jitting and doing different stuff. But most time, a lot of guys will be up against the wall until the girls come start grinding on them.
Yep.
Then they go out there. And then socialing, that they probably don't even do that shit no more. That shit used to,
Man, we used to really social. Like the innocence of our youth, I think that's what I miss seeing. Like they grow up so fast and they're doing it based on what they see adults do. We got to take some ownership in what we do around kids. They not just seeing, like, if you're not spending time with kids and all they're doing is watching TV, that's a lot of this. They getting off of TV.
The era we was at festivals actually having breakdancing competitions against like other neighborhoods and all that. I could have swore when I was young, I thought I was Lee from B Street because I was one of the youngest in the crew. I used to spinning on my head and all types of stuff. I thought I was
not spin on your head.
Spin on my head, windmill.
Lord, no.
All that. I thought I was the shit. I even had the Beach Street shirt.
Oh, Jesus. I ain't gonna go that far.
Then the MC Hammer, when that came out, a lot of people was dancing, doing all the MC Hammer. So it was always dancing and stuff at the parties back in the days.
Man, when Can't Touch This came out, and it wasn't them what was it? Let's get it started.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me nothing.
People was having dance routines for real, like
we
on
was
house
popping
party
in.
and shit.
Oh, they had the loose pants, everything. Salt and pepper, push it, had the jackets. You couldn't tell us nothing back in the day. But now, that era is the Pound Town chick, the what's her name, Sexy Red or whatever her name is. You got the Pound Town. Why anybody is, I don't understand. Like, we had classy people to look up to. I don't. Then Lil' Kim, but see, Lil' Kim was still classy before she started changing everything about herself. She had raunchy lyrics, don't get me wrong. Yeah, she had some real raunchy lyrics. And we used to rap them hard. Yeah. It's still different to me. It's still different. Yeah. She dressed, and then I think, was Lil' Kim mainly the first one that really kind of dressed sexy? Who was another female rapper that?
Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown.
But before Lil' Kim, like,
because you had like the MC
you had
Lights
some that people really didn't know about like that, like everybody. Because the one I'm about to name, you probably ain't never even really heard of her. But she was out before Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown and all of them. She came out with the Ghetto Boys and back in the days. Her name was Choice.
I remember a Choice.
She had a song called Going Off on all the rappers.
But I couldn't tell you what she looked like.
See, this is before Too Short even had his teeth fixed. So she had a song called the Payback, and she was going off.
No, I remember. Okay, yeah.
She told Too Short, talking about take off that ugly ass mask.
Yep.
Don't you know Halloween unpassed? And all, she going off on all of them. Ice Cube.
Now what happened?
But then she had a song called Pipe Dreams and shit. It had Moments in Love beat, and she was talking about like a bunch of freaky stuff in there. Okay. Then you also had Hoes with an Attitude. You had BWP, which was
but
bitches
she was
with problems.
Hard. This is what I'm saying. They were hard. They came out like men. Kim was one that came out feminine.
The Hoes with Attitudes, they was rapping hard, but they was really like, these motherfuckers was like, they was Vanity Six of the rappers or something. Like, they had on motherfucking thongs and lace and all that type.
You ain't that much older than me,
just
Rico.
They was called Hoes with an Attitude.
I don't remember none of this. My mom ain't let me listen to certain things, though.
Bitches with a Problem was BWP. They had that one song, 2 Minute Brother or some shit like that.
Oh. No.
2 Minute Brother. And they was out around the time when Bitch Better Have My Money and all that was out. And then I don't know if you remember when the fat Dr. Dre and Ed Lover from the radio, they used to be in a rap group. And they was a part on the song.
I just knew them as VJs.
Yeah, they was in the, I forgot the name of the group, but they was actually in the video of the 2 Minute Brothers or whatever.
Wow. So was they the 2 Minute Brothers in the video?
I think so. I think Ed Lover, I think he was playing one of the roles. he was rapping in, playing a role as one of the
I
two
remember
little
Tupac
brothers.
was in Digital Underground. That's about how far back I go. I don't. Yeah, the Humpty Dance, all that. Pac was in that. And I was like,
But
Pac,
I used to DJ way
Like
back
what?
then, so it's like I was up on all the records and different stuff or whatever too. Even
Then
the
Pac went
underground.
hard. I said, how you go from Digital Underground doing hop but that's things you do just to get
They
into
say
the
Pac was
industry.
always like that though, but it's a balance though. That's why I say
Mm-hmm.
one thing about Tupac. He didn't hide that he went to the School of Arts and different stuff.
Right, he
or
was very
whatever.
intelligent.
You know, if you think about it, even I Get Around, he still, if you think about when he was with Digital Underground, other than doing the Humpty Dance or whatever, which a lot of people done that anyway. What did Pac really do? Because you think about the song where he was rapping with them, he still came off on the same like when his first album came out, all the pro black. That's the way he was on the same
Yeah.
song. He still was rapping like that. And then if you think about his first album, I Get Around, he still was showing the fun side,
side
running
of it.
around, getting chased, dancing, and all that. So he still was doing that. Pac
And
had a balance to him, and he was trying to kick a message. But I think like after the situation with the getting shot and all that type of stuff, then you got an angry side that's coming out in music. But he still, if you listen to his album, he still has some silly stuff on there and songs
but he
talking
wanted
about
to help his people. He was
a bear shit in the woods and wipe his ass with a rabbit and all. So he
Right.
still was on some silly shit too and being himself. He just had balance to him. I think that's a human thing for you to be able to have
Excuse me,
balance and stuff. For you to be like Dear Mama and hit him up
Exactly.
and all this other stuff all at one time. That's
you know you
human.
got to be a powerful rapper if the elder, like when Pac got killed, my mom was like, did the boy that did the Dear Mama son, they just shot that young man. I said, yes.
Yeah, my mama liked Tupac
Yep.
too. She liked Tupac.
Yep. Pac had that balance to him. I mean, I still believe he ain't dead, but that's a whole nother story.
That's like that's like, because it's like,
He's our Elvis.
I've been through a lot of stuff in my life or whatever, and it's different sides to me, but it's like, I've always been more of like a gentleman and laid back and stuff, but it's some people who know me from different stuff, they probably wouldn't even know that side. Or some people know me as just being laid back and quiet, and other people who really know me, they know I do talk. They might see the silly side of me and joking and stuff, but everybody don't see that.
Y'all are seeing it here on Robert Real. Rico does talk. Y'all seen other sides. I've already seen. You guys are seeing it now. Trying to get him come from behind the scenes a little more.
A little bit.
Little bit. Just like he trying to get me to be on events. But that's where, balance comes. Working, producing, making things happen. I got the hiccups. I'm trying not to hiccup. There you go. But yeah, that's life. So what we're going to try to do, honestly, I don't want to go an hour anymore on Robert Real.
How long you want to go?
30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. I promise I do. I feel like, sometimes we'll be going and having conversations about stuff, but a lot of stuff is getting redundant to me. It's getting redundant. And I want to stay fresh. I want us to have conversations about our real lives and issues people deal with. Not everything. Yes, we're going to talk about sex.
With saying that though,
We always end with sex, guys. That's just reality. Keep it fun.
With saying that, what about the title though? The title you have on there is love languages.
Exactly.
So, what do you feel like your love language is, or how many different aspects of a love language? And could you kind of explain
Elaborate.
love languages?
So I was looking for my book and I couldn't find it. Then I was like, oh, wait, did I have it on my Kindle? I can't. Y'all, do people still got Kindles?
Some.
I do. I remember, shout out to my homeboy, Raphael. My old coworker got me this Kindle when I was in the hospital after I had my brain surgery. I was like, oh, that was the sweetest gift ever. And I still have it. Now, ask me how many books I've really read on my Kindle. That's different. But Oh, shout out to myself. It's been 10 years since my surgery. My condition is September is Chiari Awareness Month. It's CHIARI. Y'all Google it. Y'all can read up on it later. But I think my biggest love language, I couldn't find my book, y'all. But my biggest love language is acts of service. I think I'm more about action, not just saying what you're gonna do, but showing that you do something. That's one of my biggest ones. I don't know. I'm just I'm not a hard person to please, but at the same time, I'm complex. If that makes sense. So wait, the
I
five
think we
love
all are to an
languages.
extent.
Yeah, but I want to be accurate. When I start talking about it. Y'all know how I am. I like to be accurate. But I had my book, can't find it anywhere. I looked all over. But I know the author. Let me go. The author is Gary Chapman, and it's certain parts of the books I understand. Like I agree with, it's certain things I don't. Like everything you read doesn't mean you're gonna agree with how they, interpret something. But let's see. I think it helps you to communicate better because you can do something. Like I said before, my mother. I use my mother as an example. My mother is not a gift person. It's not that she don't like gifts. It's just that she looks at it like she don't want you. You don't have to do all of that to get her attention. My mother is more of a spend time with her type of person. And that's just how she's been. That's how she is for Mother's Day. People like, what you get your mom for Mother's Day? I'm like, my mom, she just wanted to go to church and spend some time with her and she good. She don't want all the flowers. She don't want the cards. She's like, okay, that's nice, but she didn't ask for none of that. And she's like, I don't want you spending your money. Because basically she wants us to have our own money and not have to ask up for nothing. So she's like, keep your money. You ain't got to buy me nothing. She's like, that's just how our mom is. And people be like, oh, so you still get stuff. No, that's me still getting her something is appeasing me. It's making me feel good that, I'm able to do this for my mama, but I'm ignoring what she asked me to do. Yeah. That's her love language. She doesn't do stuff like me. Like, I have to respect that. Now, me, on the other hand, I want you to get me something. Like, y'all didn't give me no card for my birthday. Like, my birthday is the only time I'm a complete brat. October 29th. Birthday. I act like an idiot. I don't know why. I promise you, I've tried to play it cool. I'll be like, I'm just gonna chill. This birthday, I ain't gonna get mad. I get mad every time whomever I'm dating, my birthday comes around, I get a little weird. Cause I get a little weird. So I'm like, okay, just pay attention. Just pay attention. That's all.
That's part of the relationship anyway. That people should pay attention and fill out your mate and see what certain things or whatever. But I think for me, I didn't read the book, so I don't know too much about
right. I was just gonna say
languages.
But I don't want to cut you off. But this is you ain't read the book, but I was looking it up. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, which is compliments. Quality time, gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. So my first is acts of service. Physical touch, I would say. Quality time. Actually, gifts and compliments are actually the last 2 for me. Because I don't really, it's nice to hear, but I don't have to hear it if you are actually showing me. Yeah. So you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not big on words. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. To me, it's maybe because I'm a Libra and I like balance. To me, it's a balance, like a little bit of all of it, but I feel like probably just showing me and just keeping it real and 100 with me. But the physical touch, that's most definitely one. But to me, it's even different levels as far as the physical touch because it gotta mean something. It's not just like just because somebody say physical touch, they might think it's just somebody touching you. No, I don't even like motherfuckers touching me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I like that special person to touch me. And it's not always sexual.
Exactly.
Like it could be something like I don't like a lot of motherfuckers touching me. I'm gonna go back to that part again. But
Yeah.
so if I care about you and I'm feeling you and vibing, it could be something simple like we out somewhere and just touch my head or touch my hand or
Right. Subtle.
bust a bump on my face. Sometimes
Well,
it might not even be a bump on your face. A motherfucker fine and just picking your face. I don't let anybody pick in my face. So I'm just saying that just shows the comfort level that I have with a person if I let you touch my face, period.
Yeah.
Because I don't like motherfuckers.
Now you don't have no
all up in my
reaction. Like if
face.
you ain't comfortable, you just snap on them. You
They
might
ain't,
have a
if I
little
don't, if
Jesus.
I'm not comfortable with you, I'm not gonna let you get that close to me anyway to be all up in my face and shit. And that could even be with somebody. That's why I say it's not just. It depends on who, because you, not to say that you're not comfortable with people that you had sex with, but I'm saying everybody you had sex with, you're not comfortable to the level to do certain shit that's just different levels of intimacy.
And that's where that's another topic.
So it's a difference between
it is
making love and having sex.
and fucking.
Yeah, it's a difference.
It's a difference.
It means something. It's a meaning behind certain things and shit.
And that's where we need to get. I look at these young people and it just irritates my soul. Like y'all really just don't understand. Y'all really having sex and like making babies and having babies. Like in our day, I ain't proud of it, but yeah, we had abortions left and right. Like in our generation, they wasn't having no kids like this. Y'all get pregnant like real and be really having kids by multiple men at young ages. And it's not that you're getting pregnant. I'm not saying that. I'm saying look at your behavior. Look at what you're doing to get pregnant. Like you continue to mess around with these guys, and then when you get pregnant and they ghost you, or they don't want to be a father because y'all have not had these conversations, or y'all think it's just cute to have a kid. Like, oh, let's just have a baby.
I didn't think it was cute when I was young though. I had a whole household and taking care of other kids that wasn't mine.
Right, you was a different. We have established that you was a
18,
different breed,
like,
Rico. You was a different kind of.
but I
You
do
was
know
raised
some
a
people
whole
having
different
babies
way,
on purpose just to get a check.
and they ain't taking care of them. So where is this check coming from? Because your kids is getting snatched away left and right. I'm trying to understand where people is. I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it. It don't have nothing to do with the abortion laws, like y'all. Like, I thought abortion laws would really affect it more, but in different states it does. Like these girls getting pregnant, they don't have a choice; they have to have the baby, or they got to go somewhere else to get an abortion. But I'm not even speaking on that. I'm speaking on the decisions and the people you give your body to. Like they really don't. They're not thinking about any of that. They just going with their emotions, and I just want to have sex and no protection, no nothing, and you get pregnant, and it's a whole life. I am 46 years old. Kids, it is a whole challenge to make bottles, buy formula, go to the store to get the formula, do the laundry, get the like. It's not. It take a whole village. If I didn't have my mama and my sister helping right now, I would be a whole stone cold nut job. Cause them kids is something else, and they ain't even started walking yet. Crawling, and you don't want to just have. Kids have to have stimulation. They have to go and do things. You have to have activities. You cannot just plop them in front of the TV all day.
Shit, right now they not even talking yet. They working whole tablets and TVs.
Man. That girl gets in my phone. She done recorded a whole movie.
They had changed the channel on your ass.
She recorded a whole. She recorded a whole slow mo. Yesterday, was it yesterday? She had my phone. I went back looking at my phone. She done recorded a whole slow mo video of herself pushing the buttons. She just looking like she's a genius. But these kids are something else. But we gotta. I don't know if it's the mentorship part of me or maybe it's a bigger calling. Like, I've always wanted to talk to teen girls and kind of mentor them. But at the same time, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And that's what I started noticing when you try to tell a younger one something, they be like, well, what did you do? Are you in you know, and when I was younger, I didn't have that discipline because I would cuss them out. I'm like, you know, but now I'm a little more mature.
But if you went through some stuff, you trying to tell them some shit so they want to experience the stuff that you went through, and it could be worse in some cases.
And it is nowadays. See, what they see now is you just telling them, well, you went through it and you fine. That's all they see. People don't see what you've been through. They see where you at. They see your current situation and be like, well, if you went through all that and you're fine, why can't I make my own mistakes?
And people assume they don't know what the fuck you going through.
Exactly.
Or what debts that you paying or anything. Shit.
That part.
That
that part.
Some of the people with the best jobs I know, and you be like, and it look like they stunned. Them motherfuckers be in debt. And they got more shit. They be in more debt than the motherfuckers who ain't got no money and shit.
Rico, you cuss a lot. You been cussing a lot today.
It's been a long day.
Rico, dang. I just thought about see, y'all ain't think Rico even talk, but he cuss a lot when he talk, don't he? This is a PG.
I cuss a lot when I'm talking about certain subjects because people be fuck motherfuckers be on that bullshit.
He had a long day. Alrighty then. I try to keep it, where everyone's feel welcome to listen. Nah. Hey, people curse, guys. I try not to. Do I cuss a lot off camera? Do I cuss a lot?
Not exactly. Probably depends on what's on your mind.
Depends on what. When I'm talking about work, I'll be like.
Keeping it raw but real, sometimes you got to say motherfucker.
Sometimes. But I choose different words sometimes. I try to choose my words because, little words. Big brain. I try to think like that. Like, you're more intelligent than that.
Procedure to end up with the right conclusion.
What happened? What? Like the big words.
Have you all effervescent?
Effervescent. I try. I feel like from In Living Color. Dude that go to jail and be like the molecule of the talk educated. But no, we gotta do better. I'm looking at like New Era Detroit, and different organizations. And I can remember back in the day, and like I said, there's certain things about it I didn't know enough about New Era Detroit to know everything that they did in the community. Because all I saw, some stuff I saw, I felt was a bit aggressive. I felt like they weren't really helping. They was making, pretty much had the Malcolm X mentality that I can eye for eye. You shoot me, I'm gonna shoot you. And I'm like, no, y'all supposed to be helping the community. But that wasn't the case when I started seeing more like what they're doing now with the safe zones and the men being out. And it's so crazy. Like, social media does help you see more things. But some of the comments, I just don't know. I don't know what's wrong with our people. And I don't know if people just say stuff for shock value. I don't know if people just goofy or they mean the things they say. But only thing, like, it was a video of them out at the gas stations pumping gas for young ladies that's out, or just even saying, hey, brother, you good? Just at the gas stations at night in the community. And most of the comments is other women saying, I still don't understand why these women are out late getting gas. Exactly. Y'all don't know. Sadly, a lot of women have been put in position where they have to be the man and the woman in the household. And that's not the design. That's not how God intended us to be. And that's why I say you got to be careful who you lay with. You got to be careful who you decide to be with. Yeah, things can happen in life. You can be with somebody, they can die. Now you're a widow. Yeah. You don't know people's situations. But I'm talking about the girls that know they don't want to be with this dude and just laying up and getting pregnant by somebody you know nothing about.
Some do just be, it depends. Some do be outside just to be outside. Because it's like, but you have to do what you have to do. But
Yeah.
me, far as like in a relationship or even my daughters, I don't just want them just to be out there. I ain't saying that you can't go out and do stuff, but it's like shit. If you know you're gonna be out late, you probably should have filled your tank up. But it happens. You have to stop sometime. But I would prefer take those extra precautions and certain stuff. And if I could help it, I don't even want you out there like that. I go fill your tank up.
Right. Like if you leaving work, it's been plenty of times, and I feel bad. Like it's plenty of times I'll be leaving work, and then daylight savings time. Like it's 7 o'clock when I leave sometimes, but it start getting dark at 7. So I'm like, dang. Now you know I'm not gonna stop at the gas station. I work downtown for those that don't know, and I'm not stopping on the the Live Jefferson, that gas station. I'm not ever gonna stop there at any time of day because it's just too busy. But it was one time I was like, dang, I ain't gonna make it home. I gotta get some gas. So I had to stop up there. I go up there. Now, mind you, and I'm ashamed to say this, but it's the truth. And I'm glad I'm okay. But it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I knew better. Thank God nothing happened. But the girl in there, the attendant, she was in there asleep. I had banging on the window. I'm like, I said anything could have been happening outside. And when I said she was asleep, drooling, knocked out.
Downtown, was you?
Yeah.
Them big ass rats be running around at the gas stations.
Yeah, they rats everywhere downtown. They look like cats.
We was shooting on the movie. One ran past my foot.
They look like cats.
Got my ass back in the car. But one thing, like if I'm on my family tip though, since you mentioned like far as a relationship, so it all depends on where y'all at in the relationship. But if y'all in the relationship and y'all actually around each other a lot, especially in the same household, it's like certain stuff you plan different. At least I know I do. Shit, you ain't got to worry about going getting on motherfucking gas because we went to Sam's Club and filled up and stuff.
Not like the Sam's Club.
Yeah, you got to go to Sam's Club. They gas even last longer.
BJ's.
For some reason too. Shit.
BJ's, Kroger, or Sam's Club. Fill up the tank. And that's what we need more of.
I even be like, meet me up there, baby. Meet me up at Sam's Club. Fill mine's up, fill yours up.
But nope, then I still got to come out.
No, I'm saying if you're already out. Sam's Club not going to be open super late anyway.
I'll be like, nope. See, don't make it difficult, ladies. The man is trying to help and we make stuff difficult.
So it all depends. You might be like, what you into? Oh, I'm out here. I'm out at the mall. Oh, you out at the mall? Okay, which mall? Oh, I'm at Oakland Mall. Okay, Sam's Club right up here. Meet me up there. Fill the tanks up.
Why you out where I'm at? You following me? See, just the women.
That's well. I don't think I ever been in no.
You ain't been no crazy relationship like that, Rico.
Not nobody who went that far for me to probably end up getting it. Nah, yes I did.
I'm about to say
it wasn't nothing like that, but it was like it's other petty, goofy ass shit. But that was only one situation, and that was like she was a little younger than me, so it's like that was. Sometimes you expect goofy shit, but I don't tolerate none of that shit. That should have pushed me away.
It's like little things, like. I don't
I'm
know.
Libra. I like balance. So like negative shit and stuff like that's just like if I'm trying to do stuff like like with the business stuff that I do and far as stuff with the studio, the movies and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker ever.
Rico.
See, that's when I get to talk about people like that.
Wow. I mean, be yourself. Let it flow.
I was having flashbacks.
Something.
But as far as like, if you don't seem like you're supporting, it's different ways to support. Sometimes you can support just by, if it's like, always be honest, but if you just a hater, that's going to push me away from you. I don't
and that's for everybody. Like, if you talk about other situations too.
Yeah, if you got something to say, make it be worth something. So it's a difference between somebody, if you love and care about me, and you see certain things happening, and I might not. It might be my business partner. You might see something ain't right with dude. You need to watch him. So you're supposed to listen to it in. But it's in some cases, some people are just hating, or they want to just pop up at certain places so they can just be there to hate. Right. Like if you're not there to support, why even come? Stay your ass at home or something or whatever. That's a problem. And that's another reason why a lot of people who doing certain things and especially when it comes to entertainment, that's why a lot of people probably like separate and stuff like that. Too.
Or they don't. You never know who their spouse is. A lot of people you would never know they even married, and it's not that they're hiding their spouse. It's that they don't want the negativity. They don't want the commentary. They don't want the feedback. Me personally, I'm not like that. When I get married, all of y'all gonna know. Okay? You're gonna see it from a mile away. Not the ring, but the shine, the bling. Don't care about the ring.
Even from working in bars, people used to be jealous of. I know them barmaids be and all that, and the guys be the same way. If I know a female is not if she go too far, she should know her limits. But if you're a server or working in the bar, some of them gonna seem like they a little flirty or whatever because they trying to get them tips and stuff.
Exactly.
Being nice, you just got to know how far to go. If you're going too far, that's a problem that you creating. You go all out in the parking lot with these dudes and stuff. You know, sitting in their car smoking weed with them and stuff, and then they gonna think that you know that you want something.
Yeah, more than weed. The greed. Don't let that money make you. You make that money. But y'all, that's what we're going to get back to. Real topics, real love, real situations going on in the world. Yes, we're going to talk about a little nonsense every now and again because it's funny, but we got to do better as a community, as a whole. Something. Because life is just too precious to keep wasting it, as many are doing. And I don't know what else to do. These little heifers, like, I don't know.
They wasting like Zach, mama and brother.
Oh my God! We got to talk about Zatima. Okay, we're gonna close with Zatima. How much time we got? Told you we want to go over because we started late. But if y'all, spoiler alert, if you have not watched, and I used to say Zatima, but it's Zatima. It's pronounced Zatima. The spinoff from Sisters on BET. If y'all don't know nothing about this show, y'all need to. Zach and Fatima. Zatima. Oh my God, where can I start? Zach just got a lot of problems. Long story short, he got a crazy ex that's pregnant with his baby. He started a new relationship with a girl that's great for him. And he keeps sabotaging it. He keeps sabotaging himself. He's came into some money. And he's, taking care of his new woman. But the old woman that's pregnant by him is jealous and coming on to him hard. This is why I always say you can't always believe your man, ladies. Sometimes men ain't out here lying about the woman coming on to him. That's some real stuff. Now, don't believe, you know the difference. I feel like you'll know the difference if your man is out there, telling the truth or lying about an ex. But in this situation, Karen be lying her butt off. Karen just be coming on to him. And she said it, and it was one scene she had, and I felt it because I've said it all the time. When you break up with somebody and that man becomes everything that you wanted him to be when you was in a relationship with him, he's doing it for another woman, that mess hurts.
That's usually what happens, though.
That hurts. So, and she's seeing it because Karen, like, her best friend is friends with Zach's new girlfriend. So it's not like she can ignore it. The girl is always around. That's the other dynamic of it. So, and then they're like, well, she shouldn't be friends. Like, we passed that stage. I thought we was past that stage where you shouldn't be friends with somebody that your friend don't like. And I ain't gonna say I'm too old for that.
Especially they met
because my sister asked like, I have been that petty.
Different circles, and it wasn't like she knew. Like what Zach and her met was somewhere totally different than she didn't even know that the connection.
No, she didn't. But they met at the law office. I thought he was coming from.
Nah.
his bike. She hit him. That's how they met. He was riding his bike and she hit him.
He was coming
Not his
from
bike,
the
but like
police
his
station or something.
his bicycle. Like he was not a bum, but he didn't have much. And she just spoke life into him. She, nurtured and groomed him as you should with any man. Speak life into the man. And Karen, his ex, she was negative. Like, you ain't gonna do nothing. Da, da, da. Then she got pregnant by him. I don't think it's his baby, though. But y'all gonna need to watch that show. If y'all don't watch that, that's BET, BET Plus.
So that's one of the differences is like, well, I say, even though that's a show, but it is some real aspects to it. That's just like, everybody's not going to be the same in every relationship.
Right.
Now, I know for a fact that it's like some of the relationships that I might have been in before, it's like, I don't feel like anybody has anything super, super bad to say unless they making it up because they in their feelings or something.
Right.
But it might have been certain things that I did not give them. And it was because of them. It wasn't because it's not inside of me. So the next woman may be worthy of something that the other one wasn't. Karen was a hater.
Yeah, Karen was negative to him.
So it's like,
she didn't pull out the greatness in him.
You just said that Fatima breathed life into him.
She did.
So it all depends on the caliber of the person who you're dealing with. You may be like, you don't want to hurt this other person's feelings. You won't do this. Some people, you won't cross those lines because who that person is. And
the sad part of it is Zach didn't know how to receive it. She spoke life into him, but he can't handle it. Yeah. He pushed through, he sabotaged. Then went messed with his ex-girlfriend before Karen. Went back to the hood. Trying to mess with some girl just to make her... See, why did guys do some weird things?
But this is TV, y'all. I don't think he went, though, just purposely trying to make her jealous or nothing like that.
But he still... he told her he screwed her when he didn't. And just like she told him she screwed that dude. That was dumb.
He did it because she kept accusing him of the shit because of what his dope fiend ass mama said.
No.
Yes, she was. She was saying because when she went over there looking for him, the mother, the one who said, she was like...
She came to the house and told him.
Yeah, I know it was something like...
she came to the house.
But the mama said...
before that...
Trying to hurt her feelings.
Yeah, but before that, he hurt her feelings by pushing her away at the hospital. We see how we okay, this is a show we're all into, clearly. So y'all need to tune in and watch it so y'all understand what we're talking about. But he was wrong. He pushed her away at the hospital. And he was like, dang, you want Connie to be up here? And he was like, yeah, can you just leave? Like, who says that to their fiance?
Yeah, that was...
He pushed her away. That was horrible. That was the writing. Tyler, you was wrong for that, writing that part in that script. Because that's not real life. I wish you would. Ever. And I'm at the hospital. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, like the way that they have it, like he's supposed to feel about her. In real life, you ain't gonna treat the person like that and do none of that goofy ass shit anyway. So that part I would say, is for TV purposes and entertainment.
But that speaks to the sabotage they're trying to say. I guess that's why he needed therapy, and he went for therapy, but Fatima ain't perfect either. She done did her little dirt trying to make him jealous.
Yeah, but then in some cases too, you do have sometimes a person, it's like maybe they trying to explain, like sometimes some people subconsciously sabotage things or whatever, and then they don't realize it until they're on the verge of possibly losing that or whatever, because a lot of times we take stuff for granted and feel like this person will never leave me, or sometimes people try to see how far they can push the envelope to see, you know what I'm saying, what's the breaking point. I feel like that shit is goofy.
Yeah, unconditional love does not mean a limitless amount of forgiveness. That's not what unconditional love means.
Because when I think about it, one of the people who I think I might have had most of the drama with, she actually, when I think back, she asked me a question and she was like real like animate about shit like what's a deal breaker for you? At the time I didn't know exactly what the deal breaker was, but after dealing with her for a while, I seen all kind of deal breakers and shit. Like, I can answer now.
Right.
Like what the deal breaker is, doing too damn much.
Right.
Drama. I hate drama. I don't need no drama, none of that.
But most people that say they hate drama have a lot of drama. They don't realize it.
Some people, I like spread love, not war. I ain't got no time for that shit.
Hey.
Some people just be petty, be on a bunch of petty. It's like they will make up something just to have some form of an issue with you.
Or want to be the peacemaker. I've noticed a lot of guys. How can I say? Because I ain't saying a lot. I'm talking about actually a person in particular, not you. But they say they don't like drama, but they're always running to save somebody in trouble. Yeah. So I don't understand it. Well, I ain't got time for no drama and everything, but you right in the midst of it.
Saved a few people, family and stuff like that, but I don't really be doing too much of that type of stuff now. And at this point in my life, I probably have helped some people in different ways though that I'm seeing. I'm going through a situation right now where I was helping somebody out, trying to look out for them, and then they got something of mine that belongs to me, and I asked for it back, and they're playing games with me. So that even shows me I gotta watch who I even help. Because some stuff is principle. Like sometimes it's a part of you that might be I'll be the bigger person, keep that. But it's certain stuff that if a person try to take it, you're gonna be like, it's principles and whatever. Like, that ain't cool. Especially when you trying to help somebody, and just like my son with running off with my car and doing different stuff. Something like that's my blood, but it's like I ain't even trying to talk to him right now. He's done too much. So it's like
that's a different.
You learn through your experiences and stuff. But I feel like a relationship, all those are forms of relationship, but an actual relationship between a man and a woman trying to be together, I feel like it's a little different than like the Zach going through with his mama and his brother.
Yeah, the parent
but
and
you
son,
gotta cut their ass off too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes and love them from a distance.
You gotta cut all the unhealthy. Like they say, you separate. You're not, when you marry someone, you're building your own family. Ideally. And you're branching off. We all part of a tree. Branches cut, That's how I look at it. And no, I'm not, when I get married, I don't mean I'm going to cut my mother and father off. It just means I'm building and growing with my spouse, my mate. And nowadays, that's the ideal way. Of course, we get older. You got baggage, and baggage is not a bad thing. I'm saying that like you have lived. So everything is not going to be. I was one of them closed-minded people where I really was like, I don't want to be with nobody that got kids. I used to always say that. I said, I want to marry somebody that don't have kids. I want to build with them and we're going to have our own. And that shit doesn't work like that. I strive for certain things. Didn't work out. So I'm not going to limit myself. I realized I put myself in a box thinking that way at an early, young age.
Sometimes that might be the sense of humor of God, though. Like,
he's really funny.
Something that might be a little different than what you expect. That might be the thing that's right for you.
And that's exactly, because anybody that know me that's always said I'm a mother. I'm always thinking I'm somebody's mama. So I was going to be somebody's mama.
Yeah, but one of my
examples, or a police officer,
of drama is like, some people pick false fights. Like everything would be going good in your relationship. They find a reason to fight. Another thing that people do is the double standards of this world are different nowadays than before. Because you have a lot of people who want to, like if you know you would have a problem with certain things, then you should know not to do that to the other person.
But your love language.
That's
where people think they have problems with stuff, but then they want to push the envelope with somebody else. It's just people do weird things. Like for me, when I leave work, I like to unwind. I like, usually on my ride home and my ride to work, I don't talk to nobody. Yeah. That's just one of my things. I like to just listen to my music or if I feel like doing a live or something, whatever I feel like doing, that's my moment. That's my selfish time. If I'm sharing that time with you, that means I really care about you. So it's like, okay, I make my time, but then it's still my special time. Just that little 15, 20-minute drive is my time. After that, I can give you time. I can spend time. I can do whatever. But I think it's important that people, especially people in your life, understand that. A lot of times when you're in relationships, people take things very personal. And I had to learn to not do that. It's nothing more special than being in the same house and being okay with silence. I think a lot of people feel like they gotta talk to feel what's wrong with you? Why you ain't talk? Nothing. I'm comfortable. I'm good. Like, we good in our space together. And I never, my mom and her husband used to be like that. And I used to be like, what y'all, he in the man cave and you over here. But that's how they communicated.
I done had motherfuckers get mad at me because I'm in the house, but I'm working, I'm editing and stuff.
Yeah, you're not ignoring nobody.
You might be sleeping.
I think that's so peaceful.
You might be sleeping. You get, and you come to get, I'm trying to get this done, especially if I got paid for it. It's like,
right.
You sleep anyway. What I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it all depends on the situation.
Come wake me up with your mouth. See, people just nasty.
Nah, I would even like in some cases though. I would like if I'm doing got some work to do. Now it's different now because of my schedule.
Right.
But sometimes I would like put stuff on hold and watch some TV, spend that quality time, and then once they go to sleep.
Yeah.
Then I might get back up and get on the computer and stuff, or whatever. It even got to the point I had a little desk I put in the room, so if you wake up, you see I'm right here.
Nah,
like shit.
Cause you ain't gonna look. You ain't gonna disturb me.
I have my headphones on. Just doing
I don't want to see the light. Go on in your look.
I'm saying I was doing that for them. It's
that's
like
what I'm saying.
I'm
a whole different breed.
Around. It's like, but when they out somewhere, I don't bother them. Let them, none. They be on.
Well, why don't you be around like that, Ricondo? What you doing to these girls, Lord Jesus? Y'all be look. They want you around 24/7. 24/7. Put that song in there. What's that? I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm scared of that. I don't want to be. I don't want to be around nothing that I lose control over. I don't want to lose control.
That goes back to the thing about Zach. That sometimes people actually sabotage stuff, and then they be so much. Then when you diss their ass, then it's like it's crazy. Then they be like you running,
right?
So what you rather have somebody stick around for the drama and fight and stuff get out of control, or would you rather somebody be like, this stuff is too much, and if we can't work it out, get some counseling or something, then I just go my separate ways.
I know, yeah. People, I always look at people and be like, how? That's why I always said I don't have no beef with none of my exes. I don't. But they're my exes, and I make that very clear that we're not together. I'm not circling back. I have circled back in the past, and no, you learn the lessons that some circle backs work for people. If my cousins, they got separated, divorced even, and then remarried each other. It happens.
Sometimes it depends on why did you separate?
Yep.
What was the issue? I know one thing. If it's certain things about their behavior or certain type of verbal or physical, certain types of abuse, that stuff be so deep, like deeply engraved in that person.
Yes.
It pops back up a lot of times with people. And I've given people chances, sometimes more than twice, and it's like because I might have felt a connection and you want to help them and it's certain stuff, but that it'd be like a puzzle. Some pieces of a puzzle look like it fit, but it don't. So you can't force that piece to fit, and you learn your lesson over again sometime when you deal with them. So it all depends on why y'all broke up, and most times if it's something about dealing with their attitude and how they switch up and do different stuff, sometimes it's not gonna work because it still be in them.
And that's why you have to be clear with breakups. Like I say, I notice some guys they don't say anything because they want to have that foot. They want to be able to get back and say, well, I never left. You left me. I never said I didn't want to be with you. No, you just ain't say nothing. So nothing is something. Like, don't let them mind games. Guys play a lot of mind games, ladies. Boys, I should say, not men. Boys play a lot of mind games. But what you allow is what you get. When a man sees, and correct me if I'm wrong, a man can see who he can use or not. And I hate to say it that way because most men, a man is not going to try to use a woman. He's not. But they all have. No, a man like a grown man. I don't feel like grown man on his focus ain't gonna do that. But it's cuddle season. It's wintertime. You looking for a place to stay. It's cold out there. People be looking for things. I'm just saying, y'all be careful out there. I know I'm gonna be careful.
I know income tax check.
You ain't got nothing covered this way, buddy. And that's why, especially ladies with kids, I didn't think that's like a real hustle. And I never believed that until I really started seeing how many guys be with women.
A lot of times it be the ladies, though. Ladies, like, sometimes it be the guys, but a lot of times it be the ladies who be wanting the guy to just move in with them. And a lot of times it happens that way, too, because the woman, she knows that most time if a woman moves in with you, it's different cases, but a lot of times nowadays the men end up moving in with the woman unless they get a home together because if it don't work, she knows she could put his ass out. And I done seen situations they want you to leave your own, rent your house out.
I can only speak on my own situation. When I had an apartment and I moved, when he moved in, it was because of convenience. I didn't feel like getting up to get the door. Like, if you come in late, it started out with just, okay, here's a key. You never really moved in. You just was there all the time. Because that's not living. You don't live with somebody unless you change your address. I think we've all discussed this on the one before.
It'd be like some people be on your head, like, when you gonna move all your stuff? I done had a person come over my house, and then next thing I know, I'm looking for some stuff. It's gone. They done packed some of my clothes up and everything, and took my pots and pans and stuff.
Rico, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know, Rico. Rico doing something to these girls. It's your personality, Rico.
Can you get a divorce before you want me to move in?
Oh my, that's a dang.
Like, that's part of my hold up. Work on your divorce instead of worrying about when I'm gonna move all my stuff. I know I'm put myself in that situation.
Well, yes, and then you don't even put yourself in that situation
because they feel like what she was saying. She feel like I'm not totally committed. Like, I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
But she was getting divorced.
But yeah, she was supposed to be getting divorced. Dog came in and busted her window out of her car and everything and stuff. Like, I'm not. Then that's the day that
drama.
you want to ask me. That's what I'm saying.
But this drama.
And that's the day you want to ask me, well, when you going? I feel more secure if you move all your stuff. No, spending the night is fine. Spending the night is fine. I have enough clothes over here. I could spend a night every day of the week if you want. But only thing I do is I go home, sometimes wash some clothes and change some.
So she never came to your house? She never wanted to come to your house?
Yeah, but it wasn't that. She had 3 children. She wanted that family environment in her home. She wanted me to rent my house out.
Okay, but how long was you in that relationship?
It was an off and on thing.
Yeah, see? Because I'm like,
that was the one I was in during the time when we started the show. Off and on.
Okay.
You know?
That off and on stuff. It
was also part of the off and on because I was in a vulnerable state because, like, soon as I started dealing with her, it's like the next week is when my brother had his stroke or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So she was somebody I already knew, but we never crossed that path because we worked together.
See, those vulnerable things.
Or whatever. And then it's like I went to a party or something, whatever the case it may be. But then it's like we started talking a little bit, having fun. We had good conversation and stuff like that, a few things in common. But then my brother had that stroke. And then it's like I was in that vulnerable state. and then we just kind of clicked because she
Yeah.
was doing stuff that kind of was entertaining to me. Like I come from out of town and she like, well, I got something for you. I come back straight to the jacuzzi room, or she got rid of the kids and got the stripper pole in the middle of the
not
floor.
The stripper pole.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
my.
And the fifth of liquor and all this other, you know. But I needed
She was
that
wooing
coming.
you. Yes.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Yes.
coming from Dylan, looking at my brother. He's like in the vegetable state.
Yeah.
And then she's entertaining me and making me feel good when I come home.
That's interesting that you say that. So
You know?
if she hadn't have been putting all that in, how do you think? Because you weren't in a position to give because you was dealing with so much. So that's interesting that you say
I
that.
was giving, but I guess it's another aspect.
That's
I guess she
interesting.
wanted, but I don't know. I don't know, but I think far as the thing that jumped off with us was we had good conversation and fun, but we also had great chemistry on just a physical
Okay.
level. So when you add all the other little stuff in there or whatever, but then when it came to other things, we wasn't on the same level. Some of that could have been age, and some of the stuff, then some people don't know how to deal with their like trauma from the past.
Mm-hmm.
She had the way that she grew up in certain things, it was a lot of trauma and stuff, and they bring that into the new relationships. But it also was the type, this is what tripped me out. A lot of people they gotta know, they act like they don't know. People be on Facebook making all these posts about people who trauma or this person like this, that they kind of be making posts and it seems like it's about somebody else. But they be the people who be on that, like you kind of talking about yourself. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's their way of trying to have the therapy or something.
Baby.
But it be people on there who be saying stuff and I be like, I don't know about none of this stuff that you talking about. You talking about yourself, like, you know. So I know you know better because the stuff that you posting, and maybe that's part of your therapy or your healing. And sometimes people don't know how to express.
Or they're projecting what
words.
they want, not what they are. Yeah. People projection, what you want to happen.
If you want me to do better or something, teach me. Don't run. But then you just every time somebody trying to teach you, you doing something even worse. So it's like, at what point is a person giving up on you, or is a person saving themselves?
That part. It just gets to a point. Unfortunately, it takes time to see those things in people. It takes time. You put in, because people be like, well, I'm wasting time. Nothing, no situation is wasted time. It's no relationship, none of it is wasted time, in my opinion. You learn from every situation, but at some point you say, okay, am I going this going to be another lesson learned, or is this going to be the one I apply and write the book? I'm going to start writing the book with this person, or am I just going to keep getting different chapters?
I feel like we supposed to, in a relationship, we should, at this point in my life for sure, you know, we need to be each other's peace.
Not
each other's headache.
Oh.
You know
Get
what
it?
I'm saying?
Peace and peace. Get it?
You know.
I'm just saying, you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta have peace, and you gotta have security. Yeah. Well, for women, for me, I can say a lot of women don't even know what that feels like because they haven't been protected. But I had a daddy.
You gotta have great.
I have a
you
father.
have to have great, honest conversation too, because sometimes though, we get so caught up in our day-to-day lives and stuff that we trying to accomplish. Sometimes you need that reset. Mm-hmm. So if that man or that woman, if they get off a little bit, sometimes you got to just let them know. But it's just in the way that you speak to a person and let them know that. Or sometimes you got to have goals. At least once a week, just have some time set out for y'all to have a date night. Or,
yeah, that's very important.
Or, you know, put something on the TV and just
or the stripper pole, like you said.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Bring the cameras out.
Oh, Lord. On the next live, we'll have lost footage. Oh, Rico and the Freako doing the deco. I don't know. And it's time to go.
It's out there.
It's out there? Oh, no. You got it for fans only page.
It exists.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Say for fans only.
Is that what it's called? For fans only?
OnlyFans.
Oh,
Close-
OnlyFans.
close
See,
enough.
I'm just saying, I don't be knowing everything. All right, y'all. It's been lovely. Your girl only wanted to do 30 minutes. I think we went the whole hour. It is not no hour and 30 minutes. Are you serious?
But it was recording when you know it, remember? So.
We're going to edit that out. All right. See y'all next week. Hopefully.